Hey, what's up, y'all? This OG Low, and welcome to OG Low Hangout Corner. My name, and I'm Carlos Stargell, your host. I know it's a little different without no music playing, but I had to get the, I wasn't really prepared like I wanted to be, but it's all good. It's just a chance to do something different. But yeah, welcome to OG Low's Hangout Corner. Now, if you want, if you guys and that you want to call in, if you guys like to call in and to discuss a topic you like to discuss, you're more than welcome. If you have a number, inbox, you can call me. But like I told you when I announced it, if you ever want to schedule to go live, inbox me on my either on my Facebook account or and if you have my number, inbox me, and that way we can schedule you guys like a day or 2 or 3 days in advance. That'll make it a whole lot easier for me. But yeah, it's gonna be a little short and sweet today because look like the storm is coming right now, and then internet again. That's why I'm late, and I do apologize. But that's what we've been getting a lot lately. Storms, and I heard about the storms in Georgia, especially in Griffin, West Point, and I pray for those, and I pray for those who were injured or hurt or worse for the families of the tornadoes down in Georgia. And then, like I said earlier about the shooting, the school shooting in Nashville, that was a shame and a sin. But hey, but the person that did it, I mean, come on now, what made them decide they want to do it now? Like I told you earlier, somebody asked me, were they plotting? Well, guess what, y'all? Yeah, they were plotting. They were plotting for years because sometimes when you plot, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, when you usually when you plot, guess what? Guess what, y'all? You got some up your sleeve. So that's why I always say you never know what goes to a person's mind. You never know what they've been through in life. Only thing you can do is just pray for them, and hope whatever it is that's troubling them, they can overcome it. But you know, that the one that so like I said, that so-called person that did that shooting, either he was to be honest with you, either he was mistreated, teased, abused, or whatever. But still, that doesn't excuse the fact that you killed somebody. I mean, I don't care what you go through in life. Nothing, nothing. I mean, tell you the truth, it's no excuse in killing nobody. I mean, in murder, that's no excuse. And like a lot of things, like a lot of people, they blame a lot of their actions on how they was, what they've been through. How the first thing they want to bring out is mental health. Well, guess what? Mental health, they quickly use that as a crutch just to justify their bull. Now, if it was a male or woman, or male or female of color, they'll be ready to hang them or torture or do whatever. Anybody else, they want to throw mental health issues. They got more. They got more excuses than bad people going to jail. I mean, too many excuses. I mean, but I wonder what kind of excuse they gonna have when the revolution comes. On to. I mean, cause like I said, people of color. I mean, we're not blaming everybody, but the ones who we need to put the blame on, we just letting them know that we sick and tired of being sick and tired, and we just done. We really are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Now, our 500 years of torture, mistreatment, verbal, physical, emotional, all that, torture. I mean, we tired. I mean, we enough of the abuse. I mean, the best way to stand up, is guess how? Use your mind. I mean, like I said, you don't have to get physical to get your point across. You don't have to curse to get your point across. But use your mind. And remember, a man or woman who curses usually doesn't have intelligent thing to say what's on their mind. But at the same time, too, when you're angry, you're not gonna think before you act, or you're not gonna think before you talk, because guess what? You can be mad as I don't know what, but guess what? At the moment, you're not gonna care, because what comes out of your mouth, you're not gonna care, because guess what? You releasing all that was inside of you. I mean, it's better out than in. I mean, it might not be right, but sometimes you have to let whatever it is go, and that'll protect your sanity. You won't have to worry about stress or nervous breakdown, stroke, heart attack, or none of that. For real, for real. I mean, come on now, think about it. Excuse me, y'all, but excuse me, I'll be right back. Okay, but like I was saying though, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but in other words, we are sick and tired of being sick and tired. We sick and tired of the abuse, and we sick and tired of all the bull that's been going on. I mean, can't win for losing, but like I said, and like a lot of the ones, like the ones who have less education, less fortunate, they seem like, I hate to say this, but those are the ones who act like they too ignorant to learn. They don't want to learn. Personally, they don't care. And then they quit and those are the same ones who's quit the cosign BS and and put like this, kiss whoever where they want to kiss whoever where they want to be kissed. In other words, brown nosing, do people. I mean, like I said, yes sir, yes ma'am. I mean, it's okay to be respectable to say yes sir, yes ma'am. I mean, that's all in respect. That's how we respect our parents. But at the same time, like I always say, I don't respect nobody who doesn't show me any respect, because I respect those who respect me. And like I said, I'm not gonna sit up there and you don't sit up there and let nobody talk to you any kind of way. I mean, verbal abuse is an MF. You say certain stuff. It's okay to be angry, but if you say certain stuff to me, and especially if it hurts, I'm done with you. I ain't gonna have nothing. I'm not gonna really have nothing to say, and I'm not gonna look at you the same again, unless you come with a sincere apology. And sometimes I be careful of that, because I don't know if some people sincere or not, because in this day and time, people lie and they breath stink, and that's for real. But if you got a brain and if you use it, you know the difference between sincerity and bull, for real. Because you know when the person is FOS, and you know what FOS stands for. Like I said, if you got a brain, use it. You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like y'all don't know. Because I'm going to tell you something. Don't play like, I know I talk a lot of mess. And I know, and I enjoy it. But guess what? I can back it up. But one thing I do not play is the nut road. And there's a lot of them out here do play the nut road. Like, they can do something to you. They can be real cruel and hurtful. But as soon as you confront them about it, they act like they don't know what's going on. Bull, you a lie, and your breath stink. And like I said, the ones who think they all that, they need to stop, because guess what? You try to pull that. You don't know what's going on. You try to pull that nut roll on me. I'm gonna call you out. and I'm gonna be the nut. I'm gonna be the nut. I'm gonna kick your butt and make it roll up, make it roll across the floor. You come at me a certain way. Like I said, don't play the. That's another thing you don't do. Don't play the nut roll, cause people are hip to that now. Now the only way I'm gonna play crazy, you got to really tick me out. Cause when I play crazy, you gonna think I'm crazy because I'm gonna come in. Like a certain person told me when they came up to my job, they said I acted like a maniac. You damn right I acted like a maniac. Cause first of all, they ain't had no business coming up to my job. And then when I found out who instigated it, ooh, I had it in for them. I mean, guess what? And I got them too. And I didn't have to get ugly nor physical. You know what I did? Embarrassed them, made them feel shame. And you know what? If I made them look shame, I hate to say this, even their own family didn't even want to speak to them. Now that's a shame. But at the same time, too, that same family that called themselves didn't want to speak to them, called themselves trying to be nice to me. But guess what I told them? Dick riding is not a form of transportation. You weren't down with me from the beginning. Don't you dare act like you down with me now. Cause guess what? I don't want to hear it. You don't have nothing else to say to me no more in life. Kiss my butt and hallelujah. And I did tell them that. But at the same time, years later, like I said, like I mentioned in one of my shows, if you have a chance for redemption, go on and go for it. Cause I thank God I had a chance for redemption and they did too. So the good part about it, after I cursed them out and shamed them, I apologized and so did they. And we squashed it. But at the same time, they told me the real reason why. They told me the deal. So you know what I told them? That's what happens. That's what happened to ignorant people who co-sign bull. I mean, you don't know. They say in the Bible, you don't know no better. Well, guess what? Like I said, that's another thing that gets me too. Like I said, they use the word of God as a crutch just to justify their bull. I wish they'll stop doing that. Cause guess what? One day you're gonna try to do that with me, and I'm gonna be the one that nail you to the cross. And I don't have to get physical to do that. I'll shame you and embarrass you. That's all I got to do. But I wouldn't want to resort into doing nothing like that. But I'll do it and won't have a care in the world. So what you do to others will come back to you. And guess what? And when it come back, you're not gonna like it. And you're gonna be like, why? Why? Shut up. Don't ask why. If you do ask why, ask yourself why. Ask yourself, what did you do to get what you deserve? Dummies. But what kills me when you confront people and they be so in denial, when I say about that nut roll, I didn't say that. I didn't do bullshit. Yes, you did. I mean, why you got to lie? Come on now. Tell the truth for a change. You might live longer and you might get off scot-free. But if you add fuel to the fire, that don't do nothing but make it worse. That's why a lot of people I know, I had to cut them off because if I didn't, I would have did something I probably would have regretted. And what I would have did would have been against the law. And like they said, people have their own mind of what they want to do or what they want to say. But guess what? After it's all said and done, you still have to face those consequences. Guess what? Some people gonna do it regardless, and they can give two less of a damns about consequences. They want to justify whatever. You know what I'm saying? They want to just all the stuff that happened. They want to justify. I mean, they ain't thinking about no consequences. That's why a lot of them end up behind bars or in prison or 6 feet under. But like I said, when will this madness stop? Evidently, it won't. Evidently, it's not. It's been going on since the beginning of time. Excuse me. And guess what? And it's gonna keep on going until somebody turn the lights off on this very small planet. Now, can y'all feel me now? Can y'all feel what I'm saying? If y'all do, let me in. Now, like I said, the thing that really kills me the most is when people, but the ones that get me are the ones who quit, like I said, who quit the cosign, kiss where they don't need to be kissed, and always instigating. But guess what? Them be the first ones who act out on hurt feelings when somebody confront them. You know what I'm saying? I have no sympathy for people like that because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Nobody deserves, I hate to hear when people pass on or whatever. And I hate to say this too, but some people are just better off dead, especially the ones who don't mean nobody no good, who's just a menace to society on this earth. Now, it's one thing, we know a lot of men that do a lot of wrong, menace to society, low down and dirty, but it's worse when the woman is low down, dirty, scum of the earth, worthless piece of trash. You know what I'm saying? But they always say, we supposed to, a woman's supposed to be acknowledged because they carried us for 9 months. And I respect that. But I don't respect the woman who don't respect themselves. Now, I tell people all the time, if you with somebody, stick with that one person. But when you have somebody that's gonna constantly accuse you, now see, that's another thing. I hate to say this, but when you constantly accuse somebody and you know they ain't doing it, be careful about that because you can be careful about how you do that, how you do that toward people because you can run somebody off and they could be the one, they can be very, very good to you. When you run them off, you'll be the one looking stupid. So don't try. So watch how you treat people. I mean, especially good people. If you really care about, don't do or say nothing to run them off because if you do, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. Because I know some people that have been in a situation like that. Their significant other was good to them. They didn't treat them right, and when their significant other left them, they ended up looking and feeling real stupid. And then another thing, and then the person who will leave you for somebody else because they think they found better, and knowing that person that was real good to them, guess what? That person who left, those are the same ones, like I say, always thinking the grass green on the other side or is better. Let me tell you something. It's a difference. It's one thing to be different, but guess what? Now, sometimes different don't always mean better. For real. Those are the ones. Those are the ones who think that. Those are the same ones who always think the grass green on the other side. But when it's not, after they feelings get hurt, when they feelings get hurt and they feel stupid or ashamed or whatever, then they try to go back to that person, trying to beg, apologize, plead their cases or whatnot. Well, you know what? One lesson learned. Don't backtrack. As far as another chance, they blew it. Go on about your business. Find somebody else who's gonna treat you right. And the ones who did wrong, I hope you know what? They the ones gonna suffer for. They the ones gonna have buzzle up for the rest of their life because of what they did. Unless they unless they can redeem themselves, and a lot of them don't. But then at the same time, too, the ones who did that, who had shaded past and just had a low down past. I mean, some people can change. Some people won't change. But the ones who try to change their life for the better, yes, I do applaud them. The ones who's not willing to make changes, and the ones who keep doing the same thing, same different day, guess what? They days are numbered. Cause when something happened to them, I'm just gonna keep it real. If something do happen, a lot of people wouldn't know, and a lot of people wouldn't care because of all because they made a lot of enemies. And when you make a lot of enemies, oh, that's not good. One thing about it, what would you rather do? Would you rather if you have a bad past, are you willing to change the error of your ways? Or you rather just stay the same, or you rather just remain the scum of the earth? I mean, if you're smart, you'll want to change. You'll want to change for the better. I mean, come on. When you get older, you're supposed to be wiser. It's sad when you get old and stupid at the same time, because I know a lot of people got stupid after they got 40. After 40, a lot of people got stupid for real. Because I knew some people, they were good people. But then, like they say, life took a toll on them. Start flirting with drugs. The worst thing you can do is do that. Flirt with drugs. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I mean, come on now. I mean, to each his own. I mean, but not just drugs, alcohol. A lot of things that are bad. And like I said, as far as I don't knock. I mean, one thing about it, you're not supposed to knock, and we are not the ones who judges. But at the same time, too, don't knock, don't judge. Just do you. Just be the best. Just do the best you can. Be the best you can be, and just carry yourself accordingly. Don't worry about what others think or how others feel. As long as you content with yourself and the Lord, it's all good, because you have peace. And that's another thing. I want to talk about before I go. If you've been through, now, like I said, everybody goes through something. Everybody's been through hurt, heartbreak, and all that. And a lot of people, and I'm gonna tell you something. You have a lot of people after that, they have animosity, hatred, they hold grudges, and they out for blood. I mean revenge, but I say out for blood. But guess what? You don't have to do all that, to go through all that. The best thing to do, like I say, move on. Move on with your life. Do what makes you happy, because guess what? The ones who mistreat others, those are the ones gonna suffer. And like I always say, karma's a BIBIT. Spike heels, gasoline draws with the hole in the center. So, like I said, think about the laws of karma, because karma is real. You got to be careful about, like they say, you got to be careful about who you mistreat and hurt, because it will come back on you. And like you laugh at people because of their misfortunes. Guess what? It can happen to you. And how would you feel when you get laughed at? You will feel embarrassed and shame. So like I said, Think about, think before you act, and think about your act, and think before you talk. And like I say, because you don't know, you don't realize you can hurt someone, you can hurt someone for life. And it's time to put a stop to all that. And like I said, if you have a chance for redemption, if you have a chance to if you have a chance to make things right, go ahead, go for it. But as long as you do your part, God, God knows. As long as you know your part is in His will. But and forgive you. But it's not really about forgiveness, because we have to in spite of, not because of. It's about trust issues and protecting your peace. Because, like they say, you get hurt once, you don't want to go through it. You don't want it to happen. Damn, if you're gonna let it happen twice. Like they said, lightning sometimes strike twice. Well, they're not gonna let lightning strike twice, because after the first time, they're not gonna let it get past that, and then let it happen the second time. Because guess what? If you're smart, that's what you do. But anyway, that's enough. That's all the time. I'm almost out. Time is almost running out right now. But I like to thank those who watched, who joined in on the video, watched the video, whatnot. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the subscribe button. Carlos Starge, OG Lowe's Hangout Corner. But those who have, I really appreciate you and thank you for watching it. If you can't catch it live, it's always YouTube on demand. It's always OG Low. Go on the OG Low playlist of YouTube on demand, and you can watch it. And you can watch it from there. But but I'm just gonna say this: tomorrow I will be. I don't know how early. I don't know how early. I don't know how late I'm gonna come on tomorrow morning. But if Lord's willing, it'll be between the hours of 9:15, 9:30, 10 o'clock. But I know tomorrow evening I will be going live between the hours of 6, 6:15, 6:30, 7. And that's the hours. That's the hours I'm gonna tell you. But until then, y'all have a good night. God bless you all. I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. Peace, two fingers. I'm out of here like last year. Good night.